Lately, there's been a lot of discussion about obesity in our society. There have been new policies handed down from the federal government pertaining to the foods that are served in our schools.
This year is the introduction of the 2012 reauthorization of the National School Lunch Program. The law has actually been written since 2010 with a 2-year comment period, and it became active this year. The big changes are that it requires a fruit and/or a vegetable be taken with every meal. Now, for the first time, we are seeing maximums in our meats, our grains, and our calorie offerings. In the past, we only had minimums. Now we have minimums and maximums for meats, breads, calories. We also have to offer different vegetables from different categories every week in our menu. We have a listing from USDA for the red orange vegetables, the dark green vegetables, the beans category, and the starch category. And we are also seeing USDA mandated price increases for paying students. The intent is to close the gap between paying students whose total reimbursement is generally lower than the USDA free reimbursement. We had a price increase last year. We anticipate a 10-cent price increase across the board this year. Again, it's all USDA mandated. They will send us calculators. We will enter our prices and meal counts, and the calculators will tell us the amount of price increase required. And we anticipate that that's ongoing annually for a number of years until the paying price comes up to the free reimbursement, which this year was $2.88 for a lunch.
So it is now a requirement that if a child takes a full lunch, that child is to take a vegetable or a fruit from the serving stands in the cafeteria.
We're having trouble getting kids to eat our healthier offerings, and what we are also seeing, and we can prove that over a 5-year trend easily, the healthier we become, the more we remove deep fryers, the more we go to fresh fruits and vegetables to lower our participation. And so it's a kind of a two-edged sword. Our participation and total revenue goes down, but at the same time the requirements from the USDA to purchase all the fresh fruits and vegetables goes up. So our expenses are going up, our revenues are going down, and it's just a challenge to get kids to eat the new and healthy things.
Fresh fruits and vegetables are always preferred, but imagine buying produce for over 2,000 children.
We are actively now taking steps to control expenses. Unfortunately, we've deleted a lot of our fresh fruit offerings at the elementary school. We're going to canned offerings simply because kids tend to accept either one. You got to understand that a lot of our losses associated with fresh produce and fresh fruits is simply rotting, those kinds of things, schools in and out, particularly in the winter. It's very, very challenging when you have snow days and you're sitting on a ton of fresh produce and fresh vegetables. It's got a limited shelf life that needs to be consumed.
Just because the federal government says that we need to serve our children healthier meals does not mean that the kids are going to eat it. They do have other options, such as bringing their lunch or purchasing foods that do not constitute a full meal.
And our elementary participation on a high day will be in the 1600s, and then on a low day will be sometimes as much as 250 below that. And so we've tracked our elementary menu, and on our healthiest days will generally be our lowest days. Our highest days will generally be days that have what my managers call fast food looking things, nuggets, things that pizza, the things that they're used to really in their everyday diet. So it's a challenge.
So it looks like the price of that school lunch is going to go up a little bit in the near future. There will be more and more healthy choices for kids in the lunch line, but whether or not those kids are going to be eating those healthy choices is another matter. You can change policies and you can change the way schools need to serve lunch, but changing the eating habits of children in this fast food nation, good luck with that. For more information on our school lunch programs, go to www.btcs.org. Click on Departments and select Nutrition.